Welcome to day 6.
Hi farmers,
of
this is
raising
day
your
number
broilers.
6 of our 42-day challenge of raising our chicks to adult broilers. And today we'll be looking at how broilers tell you when they are uncomfortable. Broilers cannot talk, but they constantly communicate through behavior. If you learn how to read it, you can fix problems way before growth is affected. Most farmers miss this because what we look at is the feed, the type of feed, the medications and the vaccines, the mortality rates, etc., instead of looking at the overall behavior of the birds themselves. The golden rule is comfortable birds allow comfortable growth. A bird that is uncomfortable will not eat properly no matter how good the feed is. Now, signs of communication from the birds are crowding together means it's too cold. What you will see is birds tightly packed together, birds climbing on each other, birds sleeping in piles. What the birds are telling you is, I'm cold, I'm trying to share heat. Why this is dangerous? Because cold birds burn feed to stay warm, and the feed is not used to produce or develop growth. Smaller birds fall behind easily in this phase. A real life warning would be cold stress in the first 7 days creates permanent stunted birds. Point number 2, far spread away plus panting equals it's a bit too hot in here. What you'll see is birds far from the heat source, wings slightly open mouth breathing, which is panting. And these are signs that, hey man, I'm overheating, pay attention. Now, why this is dangerous? Because the birds will stop eating, they will drink excess water trying to cool down, and this will result in wet litter. This is where you'll find a lot of wet poop from the birds, and as a result, you need to now clean up, add more wood shavings, etc. etc. The heat stress reduces the weight in the birds, even if the birds don't die. Number 3 is an uneven spread sometimes equals that something is wrong. What you will see is that birds crowded on one side and empty in other areas of the house. What the bird is telling you is that one side is uncomfortable. The possible causes are maybe there's a draft of wind, there's poor circulation and airflow, there are cold floors, there could also be strong smells like ammonia, which is a real life threat to the longevity or the health of the birds. Number 4, quiet birds are not healthy birds. I don't know where farmers get this thing wrong, where if the birds aren't chirping, farmers assume that the birds are good to go. No. If a bird is quiet, everything is not fine. Comfortable birds are calm, evenly spread, occasionally moving and drinking, chirping, flying, not flying, but running around, bumping into each other, quarreling, arguing, that type of thing. That's normal, typical bird behavior. Very quiet birds are birds that don't move, maybe a sign that birds are trying to conserve energy due to the stress. Now, why this matters is because this affects your pocket directly. Uncomfortable birds eat less, they convert feed poorly, they grow unevenly. You will see small birds, big birds, and eventually you might even hold on to your birds a bit longer. And what does this mean? There's more days spent in the coop, more feed needs to be bought, and which ultimately means less profits are made. Now, what you should do on day number 6 is, instead of guessing, stand still, just spend time in your house, in your coop, and observe the birds. Pay attention to those that are moving, pay attention to those that are eating, pay attention to those that are just laying around. Move them around, try and see what the possible problems are. Is the shavings even spread? Are the shavings dry? Are the shavings cool enough? That type of evaluation to help circumvent any of these issues that might arise. Now, if the birds are uncomfortable today, it means you will be uncomfortable with your pockets tomorrow. Now, if you want more facts and more insight like this, I've created a Broiler's Gem. It's a booklet, short, easy to read, with practical tips to the point. It will help you to save money, and not just save money, but make more money in raising your broilers, chicks, to becoming broiler adults. I also have a free giveaway for you. It's a checklist that you can use each and every day, kind of like a timetable or scheduled routine to show you what you should do by day number 6, or what you should do by certain days. This is absolutely free. The link is in the description, and I hope that you found this knowledge insightful. So because this is day number 6 and this is a schedule that I followed from the checklist, the birds need to get their stress pack. They need their stress to be reduced, and they need some multivitamins in their system. So it's a 3-day stress pack, 3-day clean water type of routine. So today's day number 6 and they're officially on stress pack. So I'll show you in this video how to measure out the grams and milligrams. So the package says for every 200 liters you need 1 pack of this, and that's for like people with 1,000 birds or so. So for us who have smaller scale farming, this is exactly for you. So according to my calculations, when you have a 20-liter bucket, you need about 10 grams of supplement or stress pack. So how does that work is that you will need possibly 2 leveled teaspoons or 1 tablespoon within every 20 liters of water. So basically the calculation would be 200 liters divided by 100 gram supplement or stress pack, which result in 0.5 grams for every liter. I know that sounds a bit complicated, but I can simplify it in another video if you just put down in the comments. So with that being said, how you go about mixing the content of your stress pack is that just start with the powder, and then as you add water, it will mix itself very well. You won't even need to stir it yourself. Basically the water will do the job for you in this case in point. So here I'll add water, and the violence of the water will just shake it. There won't be any powder left. It will dissolve right then and there. So here is where we clean out our drinkers. Make sure that it's clean. You'll actually feel a texture of something like a bit slimy. Make sure that gets out. I think it's the saliva from the birds or whatever. It's not disgusting, it's just a very sticky feeling. So make sure that you clean your drinkers out, so that by the time you add stress pack, you're adding it to nice conducively cleaned containers or drinkers. So for one, if I have 100 chicks, I know that a 20-liter bucket will last about 3 days with these. I think it's not 5, I think it's 4-liter tubs. So these 4-liter tubs will result in 3 days of stress pack. So every morning what you do is just mix it up again to reactivate it and close the container to make sure that there's no bugs or any dirt or bacteria that will fly into the bucket. And then every day you just scoop up and refill, scoop up and refill. But before you refill, just make sure that you clean your containers, please, farmers. Bacteria is what starts off a bad journey for your chicks. So on day number 6, I had a mortality of 1. Woke up and this was the situation. So it was dead. And yeah, I'm guessing it didn't develop, it wasn't strong enough to survive. But so far I have 2 mortalities, and I'd like to keep it at a maximum of 5 until these chicks reach adulthood. And as you can see, the birds were thirsty and they are having the drink of their lives. Cheers. Oops. And there we go. There's Floyd Money Mayweather and Mike Tyson fighting. I don't know why, but I like giving these birds personalities based on how they behave. And here we go. There's Kim Kardashian posing for the camera. I love birds, man. They're so inquisitive, and then they're smart as well. So that wraps up for day number 6. I hope you enjoyed the information given. If you want deeper insights, I have a booklet that you can get, and it gives you from day 1 to day 42 of how to successfully raise your broiler chicks into becoming broiler adults. Link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you in day 7.